today to post a little bit more. I gotta move this closer to me, and I don't know how this is gonna work out. I posted before, I think a couple weeks ago, about how it seemed like every time I turned on the radio or did anything, the song "The Road Less Traveled" came on. I can't think of who sings it, but anyway. And then I would see, I can't think of who wrote the poem, the original poem. I read it in, I think, freshman English in high school. But, two divergent paths, road less traveled, take the one less traveled to be more successful, or you'll be happy, or whatever it was. And I've heard it everywhere I've gone lately. And at first I thought it must be just telling me to embrace, being a square peg in a round hole. And I do embrace that, and it's funny because, as I've said before, I was in the military, which is a very structured environment. And somehow I survived. I think it's because I was a medic, and as medics, you don't have to be as marchy. In fact, I remember I went to some event and I had to go put on my dress blues, so I had to go back to the dorm, dig out my dress blues, iron them really fast, and put them on, go to this event, and the person comes up to me, some colonel, is like, "You don't have the right ribbons." I said, "Well, I never earned any ribbons." And he said, "Well, your division has." I said, "But I haven't." And he's like, "But your division has, so you have to wear them." It's like, dude, I don't carry a gun. I'm a medic. I don't even carry a gun. Of course, I didn't say it like this. I don't carry a gun, so how can I win a thing on war or fighting when I don't fight? I went and got the ribbons. Clearly, I lost that argument. But I've always kind of been in jobs that have some structure, but not a lot. Since the military, I learned my ways. But I decided a couple years ago, and I know a lot of you have followed my path of starting my own business, and what am I good at and what am I not good at. And I know exactly what I'm good at. I know exactly what my superpowers are. I'm great at helping people find their, within their story hides their why. If you look at your stories, you'll figure out why you do what you do. And when you know why you do what you do, then it can make change. It's hard to change something until you understand your why. I'm also really good at helping people find their business niche. I can just talk to people and just know this is what you need to focus on. And I should just stick to that. But I'm a voracious reader. I've talked about this. I read 2, 3, 4 books at a time. And I read a lot of spiritual books and a lot of business books. I don't read a lot of fiction. Don't know why. Just never really have read a lot of fiction. Biographies occasionally, but not too much. They're just too long. If you can condense your story down to about 100, 150 pages, I'm in. But 700, 800 pages, gets a little bit too much for me. But those are what my superpowers are. I get all these business books, and it's like, okay, you got to follow system A, B, C, D if you want to make money. Then you toss that and you get the next book. Oh, you got to follow this system to make money. And then you got to follow that system to make money. And so I would constantly chase systems. Or you need to find, she does, thanks, Crystal. She knows I read a lot. I've taken her to Barnes & Noble more times than she cares to talk about. But, so you follow this system. So I get all these systems in my head. But I'm not a systems person. So for me to sit down and say, okay, you got to have an opt-in. And then you have an opt-in, and you send 2 emails, and then you send, maybe you should look at this program. And if they don't look at the program, they go here, and if they look at the program, they go here. And if they go here, then in another week or 2, you try to upsell them, do this and do that. While you're doing that, you need to be doing Facebook Live 3 or 4 times a day. You need to be emailing your people once a day. You need to be putting quotes and comments on your social media 5 times a day. It's like, holy crap! Who has time? And more importantly, how disingenuous is it to have all these trap doors? Trap door A, trap door B. That's not how I work. When I started the association I work at 20 years ago, there was no trap doors. Join, don't join. It's up to you. I'm still like that. People call up and say, Karen, I need advice. You're not a member. Well, won't you tell me? Well, no, because you're kind of not a member, and that's not fair. Well, I'll join. Okay, I'll tell you. Now, 99% of the people have joined. 1 or 2 haven't over the years, and I know who you are. But they've joined. I can't be an obstructionist. I can't be a systems person. I have to do and be me. And you have to do and be you. And I am convinced that this is going to be the next wave of business. I think you're going to see all these funnels and webinars and all these traps go away. And I think it's going to be, you know what, here's a webinar. I'm doing a webinar, I think, June 12th or 13th. This is a webinar. I'm going to show you my online opportunity. Buy it, don't buy it. It's up to you. If you want my opt-in and receive emails from me on occasion, up to you. That's it. I'm not going to keep sending you emails until you buy or hound you until you do something. Either you believe I can help you or you believe I can't. All these traps and tricks and stuff isn't going to make a difference. The thing that's going to make a difference in your life is when you have the desire to change. When you have a desire to look at your business and say, I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm not making the money I want to make. Why am I not? And I'm going to tell you why. It's not the systems and the traps and the opt-ins and the videos and all that. It's you're not singing to your heart. You've got to sing to your heart. You've got to do the business that you want to do. You got to do the niche you want to do. I know somebody, D'Alva Ward. Hi, D'Alva. I actually see her tonight for our inaugural Possibilities Cafe. She's a Native American. She's an amazing shaman. Be Native American. And now she followed her, I think her Facebook page is Rainbow Tribe. I'm not sure. Look up D'Alva Ward. She's phenomenal because she was doing all this other stuff. Honor who you are. Be you. There's a lot of people out there that want to know what you do. Doesn't matter what business you do. Doesn't matter if you're a real estate, you do mortgage, you do assisted living, you're a business coach, you're a life coach. Doesn't matter. Be you. You know, I'm really good at helping people see their shadows, and that's your why. I'm great at that. But I get too over the top with it. And I go right for the jugular where this is what's wrong. Well, you know, people don't like that. So I have to learn to dial that back. A system's not going to help me that. A system's not, because I'm going to send emails out and I'm not going to know I'm turning people off. People are just going to click off the emails. And then you're going to say, well, they'll unsubscribe. No, they won't. I get so many emails, and you know, every once in a while I go on an unsubscribe rant, where I start unsubscribing. For the most part, I just delete. You know, I look at my emails first, and well, not first thing in the morning anymore. I have my morning ritual. But at some point in the morning, I look at my emails, delete, move on. So they don't even know that I'm not reading their emails. Well, I guess you can look in Aweber, and you know, or Infusionsoft. And how many of you have all that stuff going? You know, you've got Aweber, you've got Infusionsoft, and you've got a, you know, webinar system, and you've got this and that. Dial it back. Quit overwhelming people. Just do you. Whatever you are. And if you're a systems person and you love all those systems and you dig it, and do it. And trust me, there's a big market for you out there. A big market of people that want you to help them with the systems. I have gone to coach after coach and worked with person after person, and I know I have frustrated the shit out of them. I know I have. Because they're all like, why don't you do something? I had one say to me, you have so much potential. You're just wasting it. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but you know what? I'm happy. I have to find myself. I had to find the road less traveled. I can't follow the pack. I can't do what everybody else is doing. It's not me. It's, you know, we're looking at some changes here in my not-for-profit, legislatively wise. You know, you start looking at regulatory issues this time of year, and it's, to me, it's clear. You make this change because it's the right thing to do. And I know it's going to be a tough sell because people are so busy protecting their turf, because that's the road most traveled. Nobody ever stops to think, you know what? We have a healthcare issue in this country. How do we solve the healthcare issue? We have a Medicaid issue in this country. How do we solve that? Instead, we all have our little silos, and we hide behind our silos. But those of you that are out there that are square pegs in round holes, you know who I'm talking about. It's okay. Just do you. Just be you. So I know this is kind of a longer Facebook Live, but everywhere I go, in fact, I finally told the universe this morning, enough. I get road less traveled. I get the message you're trying to tell me. You're telling me to be me, to stop trying to do Facebook Lives 10 times a day. The one I did a couple weeks ago about the snacks, I have a follow-up picture about the snacks, by the way, to show that we still have crappy snacks, but on occasion we do get healthy. I'm going to talk to you guys when I have something to say. I'm going to post pictures and quotes and that. If you want my daily quotes, I do daily quotes. I have daily quotes because I think when you pop up, hey Rita, how you doing? I think when you get up in the morning, you get a nice little inspirational quote. That's great. Give me your email for the daily quotes. Don't give me your email. That's me. However you run your business, if you're a systems person, do your systems. If you're an all over the person and you're just going to follow how the universe guides you, like I do, then do that. Don't do what everybody else is doing. The business people now that go down a different path and try something new are going to be the most successful because everybody's tired of the same old, same old. And sure, you may start something new and people are looking and say, well, I don't know why you're over there because this is, you know, the water over here. If you've never read the book Blue Ocean, get the book Blue Ocean. Blue Ocean is an untapped ocean. Nobody's swimming in the ocean. The Red Ocean, everybody's swimming in the Red Ocean. Everybody's peeing in the pool in the Red Ocean. You want to find your Blue Ocean. And your Blue Ocean is what you're good at. The Blue Ocean is that thing that lights you up. And every business, I don't care what business you're in, every business has a blue ocean. Every business has a sub-niche, has a sub-component that they've never thought about. And it's just up to you to find it. But you don't look for it if you're locked into how everybody else does it. If you're a good little soldier marching down the path, don't. Take the road less traveled. I'm telling you, in the next 10 years, we're going to be a society filled with creatives. The creatives of the world, the people like me and you that are square pegs, we're going to find our use. We're going to find our place. Because we grew up in an industrialized world where you started kindergarten, first grade, second grade, da-da-da-da-da. You went to college, da-da-da-da-da. You got a job, da-da-da-da-da. You got married, you had kids. And now we're turning 50, 60, 70 years old, and we're saying, WTF, is this it? I marched on this, you know, this people mover, I think they're called people movers. I walked on this people mover, and this is it. And meanwhile, you look over at the creatives of the world, and they're having a great time because they did their own thing. They built their own thing. Oh, thank you, Rita. I know, I gotta say, I am digging the hair. Now that it's not such a curl explosion. Finally had to figure that one out. And again, you know, I haven't had long hair in a long time. I let it grow long. I never could figure out how to curl my hair. So for about a month to maybe 3 months, I've had a curl explosion on my head. I was good with it because that's me. I'm comfortable with me. Be comfortable with you and do you. Nobody can do you like you can do you. Build your business around you. Build your life around you. Find your why that's hiding in your stories. Define you, and you'll be so happy. Again, I know this has been a long rant. I just had to get it off my chest. And if I hesitate, I'll think of more stuff to say, so I'm going to sign off. If you like what you saw, put comments below. I am going to have an online course coming out in a couple weeks. Buy it, don't buy it, it's up to you. Possibilities Cafe will be a monthly thing. I think the next one, is the third Wednesday of next month, and that'll be more of a business-y. I want people to come in and just talk business. You know, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What works? What doesn't work? Where's your blue ocean? Where's your untapped market? And how do we get you there? So thanks a lot, you guys. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.